Hey, what's good, guys? How you all doing? I've had time to chill, and I'm gonna do a real quick summary of the 30th anniversary. For anyone who's coming back, they don't want to watch the full 2 hours and 20 minutes of my actual live stream that I've got up. I'm gonna really quickly summarize it and how we all felt, because it's really not good, guys. But let me just go through it. So first of all, it started off as this. This was kind of exciting. Possible Luna over there. Bullshit. This is the stage. Blah blah. Hyping it up. Hyping it up. By the way, there was no live stream. No live stream whatsoever. So many of us woke up, found out there was no live stream. So already the fan base is kind of pissed that there is no live stream. No articles ever said either way whether there was or was not a live stream. And when it turned out there wasn't, a lot of articles are like, oh yeah, there's no live stream. So there's this Luna Kayarts, which is pretty nice. The child-bearing hips. Yeah, nice figurine. Carry on. Little band. Hashimoto came on stage. That's Suda. Going through this all quickly. Sakaguchi had this, which was congratulations written on his head. This Final Fantasy 30th anniversary Amano artwork, that was cool, and you're going to see this a lot throughout this stream. Then they kicked off with this, a clothing line with Arden's clothing. Fuck only knows what that is. Hideous. And yeah, I don't even know. So that set the tone. That set the mood. That's what they opened with. Now, I'm just going to say before I get too negative in this video, this is just the opening ceremony. So it implies that there's more. We don't know if there's more today. I know there's 2 sessions. So perhaps we'll hear more. But this really wasn't good. This was a fucking shit show. There's no other way to word it. Distant Worlds, concert title, piano collections. So really shit we're not interested about. Then, Bra Final Fantasy. There's a concert called Bra. Then this came up, and we was all just, what? No. And they went there, guys. They have released a cup noodle chain. A chain of cup noodles for each Final Fantasy. There's X-Death. There's Aroma, Sephiroth, Ultimecia, Arden. Now, okay, I don't want to be too sinister here, okay? Cup Noodle, I can give a pass on. Cup Noodle was kind of a joke, you know? We all find it quite funny, the Cup Noodle quest. I think there was enough satire in it, like, we're so obviously advertising Cup Noodle. That is kind of amusing and humorous. And I'm not going to get mad at all the Cup Noodle ads and the selling out to Cup Noodle. Because that is what it is. There was enough satire in it for it to be funny. But for me, personally, I don't know about you guys, the fucking humour's gone now. The humour's gone. At this point, it's just straight up fucking selling out. And not even just because of this, because those cup noodles are kind of cool. But because this is 30 years of Final Fantasy, this is the 30th anniversary, and look what they continue to do. They set the selling out tone majorly. They turned the Ultima Blade, Cloud's FF7 Ultimate Blade, into a fork. Okay, haha, very funny. They actually made a replica of it. Haha, very funny. But then it continues. It doesn't fucking stop the selling out. They then produce this wine, this Swarovski crystal wine. Or I think the glasses are from Swarovski. But long story short, there's these crystal glasses, there's this wine, it's called the Ultimate Wine, and it's worth 700 English pounds. 100,000 yens. 700 fucking quid. Now, I said that when they released a crystal set, there was a rumour that there's going to be a crystal set that was going to come in, and I worked out there's going to be about 650 quid. I was thinking with games and bundles, I wasn't thinking the crystal set would be fucking this. Then they came out with an Ifrit Rouge and a Shiva Blanc. I don't even know those names. So you've got that 30th anniversary label. Now this is sake. It's worth about 30 quid. So they're releasing this. The label makes it look just as cheap, and it looks like a hobo's drink. Then it was cakes. Then the shit show continues to this calendar. Fucking riveting. Then a manga that's coming in spring 2017. Couldn't give a flying fuck, but just looking at it a bit closer. No, can't muster myself to give a flying fuck. Kitase came on stage. We all was getting excited. Kitase came on. Then there was some 15, and this is pretty cool. So this is where I'm kind of happy. So there is a trailer. A new trailer of ff15 was played. A February booster pack DLC confirmed. So we don't know what the trailer really said. I think it just had sort of stills, and it said that the episode Gladio is coming on March the 28th. Now, we know he's going up against Gladiolus, but we've just found out he's got Corleonis along for the ride. And there was a picture of Corleonis and Gladiolus at a camp. Now, the Prompto one is releasing in June. And Prompto was wearing this sort of Arctic coat. Really fluffy Arctic coat, which really implies Gralia. Remember, he's an MT. Remember, Verstale is his father. And there's this whole thing in Niflheim. And we said that so as he falls off the train, perhaps it could happen there. I don't know. I think he's going to be going actually into Gralia. That's what the coat implies, at least anyway. Then things got a bit better. Then things went to shit again. Final Fantasy 15 Invincible suits. Boom! What the fuck was you thinking with this idea? I mean, this was just a ridiculous idea. An invincible suit in a game that virtually no one got a game over. It was nearly fucking impossible to game over. But no, there's basically a god mode that comes in the form of a bloody Power Ranger suit. It's morphing time! Core joins Gladiolus. Yep. Stormblood. Stormblood. There wasn't really much here about Stormblood. Oh, there's the picture of Core and Gladiolus. I don't know what the Stormblood announcement was, but yeah. There was this statue, and now this was kind of cool because they made a statue back 30 years ago. Not 30 years ago. Talk about 25 years ago. Whenever Final Fantasy 7 came out, 1997. So that's 20 years ago. Sorry, 20 years. They made a statue back then, and they've done it again. Now, Kitase had just come on stage, and they'd announced this. So you're thinking remake news is coming, and then no, it turns out Cloud is just going to be in Brave Exvius, and this was his model. You can see, even as I'm trying to re-record this, I'm just losing motivation. Now there's this Dissidia Opera Omnia. Now this is kind of cool. The character models look really cute. But this is a mobile game again, so I guess it's going to be like a theatrhythm kind of thing for Dissidia. I don't know. Something music based, it would seem. And now Sephiroth is also in Mobius. So we got the Cloud one announced a while ago. Sephiroth is now joining him, and he looks kind of cool. Then we got a still key visual of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So that was what the hype was. The statue, the Kitase coming on. Everyone was typing, hold on to your dicks. It's coming, hype. But no, this was all it is. This still image that honestly just looks like Advent Children Sephiroth imposed over the Midgar set we've already seen. And it does. It looks fucking superimposed over it. I was saying how that kind of looks like Alexander from Final Fantasy 9, and then just a standard picture of Cloud, whose triceps are bulging, boy. They are ripped, they are shredded. But moving on, Zodiac Age, we've now got a date for that. That was 13th of July, so that's a long time away. But we got a date, so okay, cool, fair enough. Balthier in World of Final Fantasy, that's super dope. Dragon Quest. Producer came on stage and they've announced a collab between Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and it's this board game called Itadaki Street, and it kind of plays like Mario, Super Mario Party. From what I've seen, it looks like it. Super Mario Party mixed with Monopoly. It's going to be an online game. Yeah, it wasn't good, guys. I'm going to get onto the raging in a minute, and why I'm not happy with this personally. I'll tell you the reason why. soon. I know it's the opening, so perhaps there'll be more, but still. Sephiroth in Mobius, and he's got a really cool design. This was one of the things I was most happy about, how cool he looks here with his fanny pack. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it. There was some Amano artwork. That was pretty cool. For 12, blah, blah, blah. And then, yep. That was it from there on out. So, okay, guys. Why am I not pleased about this? Well, I'm going to review this opening ceremony. A pile of fucking shit. Frankly. I wanted to rate it, and I gave it a 2 out of 10. A 2 out of 10. I started at a 4 out of 10 because it kind of picked up. And there was some okay news in there. But mixed in with all of that total fucking bullshit, selling out. And by the way, there was also cups and tote bags and other shit like that just to sell to us. It was just so disrespectful. Like, the joke had worn off very quickly. The cup noodle was a bit of a joke. The fork was a bit of a joke. You know, I mean, even when they're doing the cup noodle and the thingy, they're still selling out. I mean, we're still witnessing a fucking sellout live on stage. Like, they're selling out in front of an audience of fucking people, and they don't give a shit. And it's kind of okay, it's cup noodle, it's funny, it's humorous. There's satire to disguise that they are just fucking selling out. But then that disappeared, and the veil came off. And then the wine, and the sake, and the crystal glasses, and the cups, and this, and that, and the collabs, and the fucking selling out. They're just pure fucking selling out. And now, I have always been the Square Enix do not sell out. I've been the defender. The Square Enix, you're not selling out. Because I don't see a lot of things as a sellout. I don't see... I'm trying to think of some examples where people said that's a sellout. And it just clearly isn't. A DLC, for example, people calling DLCs selling out. I don't see that as a sellout. I'm trying to think of some examples. I can't pull any to mind, but there's loads of cases where people call things a sellout, and it really isn't. And sellout's not the right word, but this is. I can't defend this. I'm not even going to try to, because this was straight fucking selling out on the 30th anniversary, and they had all of these guys from Square Enix come down. These 11 sort of key figures from the world of Final Fantasy, and I said at the start, I almost bet you that they've got these 11 to bring them on stage just to disguise that they haven't really got shit to show us. And really, they didn't. They didn't have anything. They didn't show us anything new. Zodiac age date, who gives a flying fuck? That's just in a fucking Twitter post at the end of the day. The DLC, we all kind of knew what was going to happen. No, so what that Corleonis is going with Gladiolus. Corleonis' character weren't fucking fleshed out, so can't even be that excited for him. All I can be excited for is that Corleonis will get some story. And the whole thing with Prompto's... I'm not even going to talk anymore. I've showed you what it is. So that's why I'm not happy. There was enough news there, but it just got flat out disrespected. This is a huge disrespect for 30 years of Final Fantasy. For us fans. You should have been able to see a mile off that was not. I mean, they surely structured this thing. They structured this event. Did you honestly look at the structure after you wrote it? Right, so we're going to do a cup, then we're going to do some cakes, then we're going to do some mugs, then we're going to do a fucking cup noodle ad, then we're going to do a wine ad. Did you not think when you looked at that structure, perhaps that might piss some fans off? Perhaps that's a bit too much advertising. Perhaps that's a little bit too much selling out in one fucking conjoined set. I mean, they could have even spread it out. I even said they could have even just showed us some game stuff at the start, then dropped a bit of sake, then showed us a bit more game stuff, then drop your cup noodles, and it would kind of have spaced out in a way where it was okay, it's not too bad. But the fact they stuck all of the selling out shit at the start, it just set a really negative tone and a negative precedence that even when the good shit did arrive, like Sephiroth being Mobius is coming to PC on the 6th. I would have been pretty, okay, that's cool. But by this point, me and the rest of the fan base, or I think I'm speaking for the rest of the fan base, we were so flat and pissed off at this point that we didn't even have any motivation to be excited for some shit at that point. So yeah, really bad on Square Enix's behalf. No justification. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Give it your score. Tell me what you thought about it. Are you super disappointed? Am I on my own here? Well, I know I'm not on my own, but does anyone agree with everything I've said that the amount of advertising got to a point where it was just no longer even humorous satire. It was just straight out fucking selling out on a stage, and there was just no absolute shame in it whatsoever. It was just shameless selling out. Square Enix need to know that that was a shit show, and that if there is more to this 30th, and this is just the opening ceremony, they have a lot of mileage to go to redeem themselves. And I've said this before, they do always start shit. They start shit at E3, so a bit of positivity here, guys. Square Enix do start shit. They have done for a long time. They did it at E3, they did it at TGS, they did it at Jump Festa. They start terribly, and then they tend to get better towards the end. So let's hope that this is following that same pattern. Let's hope it picks up from here. I mean, yeah, even if we just look at this, thank you, Jacob Lawrenson, for posting this. A quote from Square Enix. Today marks the official start of the Final Fantasy 3rd anniversary. So this is just the start of it. This is an ongoing celebrations things. This isn't the end. But, I mean, it can't be. It can't be. The fact that we didn't get any kind of collector's edition of any sort really shows that there is more ahead, and I really hope that Square Enix are keeping most of their good stuff in their back pocket for that, because they didn't announce the bundle. It makes me think that that is true. For example, if there was an 8 and a 9 port, or 13 trilogy port, or even a Crisis Core port, one can dream, that would probably all come in this bundle. So the fact they had to keep all that secret because they're not announcing the bundle yet really makes sense. So but I really think that the opening ceremony was just a shit show. The best is still to come. Be optimistic about that, guys. Please. And yeah, there will definitely be a bundle. There was one for the 25th anniversary. That was quite big and juicy. There was one for the 20th. There 100% is going to be one for the 30th. So it ain't over, guys. Hold on. And I'll keep you guys posted as best I can as we go through these rough times. There's a storm brewing, Final Fantasy fans. The waves are rocky and choppy right now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until the next video, Kubo! Fucking hell. 30 years for this. 30 years for this.